Hello everyone, I hope that you are doing well. I'm going to be giving you insight into the day of Shiva Asar Tammuz, and not only giving you information of what happened on the day, but looking for strength on this day. So it's not just about seeing what time the fast ends, but how we can start the 3 weeks in a meaningful way and use this opportunity to build our connection and relationship with Hashem. This year, Shiva Asar Tammuz begins on a Sunday. 40% of the time, this fast happens on a Sunday. There are 4 main tragedies that we remember. The luchot were broken when Moshe saw the Egel HaZahav, the golden calf. And during the time of the Babylonians, there was a siege around Yerushalayim on this day. And also on this day, during the time of the second Beit HaMikdash, there was no longer a korban that was given on the korban Tammuz. So the korbanot that were given every single day came to a stop on this day. And there was a Roman general by the name of Tammuz who publicly burned a Sefer Torah and put Avodah Zarah, an idol, in the Heichal. Now, what's the connection between the breaking of the Luchot and all the other tragedies? It's clear that the other tragedies happened in the Beit HaMikdash and surrounding the Beit HaMikdash. But what about the Luchot being broken? Now, if we go back to the time of when the Egel HaZahav was being built, the people were panicking because Moshe had not come down, and they thought that something had happened to Moshe, and they built this Egel HaZahav as a symbol to be an in-between between them and Hashem. And when Moshe saw that they needed this symbol and that they couldn't have a direct relationship with Hashem, he broke the luchos. And the connection between all of these tragedies is that it stopped a form of connecting with Hashem. There was an Egel HaZahav, a symbol, instead of having that relationship direct with Hashem. The korbanot was stopped because, and it was a way that we couldn't connect with Hashem like that for ever since that time. The Torah, which is a way that we connect with Hashem, was burnt publicly. It was a terrible desecration. It was a chilul Hashem. And the Babylonians breaking through the walls, it was them taking over the place where Hashem's Shekhinah, Hashem's presence was felt so much. So if we look at this day, we need to look inside ourselves and see, how are we connecting with Hashem? How are we building our relationship with Hashem? How can we improve our tefillah, our davening, that we are speaking directly to Hashem and not just paging through and seeing where the pages end or what the time is, but it's about a day where we build ourselves, that we don't only need symbols like a korban, which is so important of how we connect with Hashem through a korban to come close. But how can we turn this day to build our connection with Hashem? That when we do mitzvot, we do it to come close to Hashem. When we have our talents, that we can use them for the good. And when we do this, we turn this day of mourning into a day of building, a day that can lead the 3 weeks into days of, please God, turning into a day of geula, a day of joy, because we know the foundation of a relationship is communication, and our communication with Hashem is not through a symbol. It's not through Avodah Zarah like the Egel HaZahav, and it's through a desire, a love that we have towards Hashem, knowing that Hashem does everything for us, and it's all good, even when we don't always understand. And the more we realize this, and it speaks to our heart, this day can turn into a day of joy, because it's about connecting with Hashem. And we need to be honest with ourselves how we do that. And sometimes it may be hard. But when you work within yourself and you be honest, you'll see that it's the greatest gift that you can give yourself. Wishing you a meaningful fast, and may the 3 weeks turn into a day of celebration where our hostages are all free. Well, we shouldn't even have to wait till then. It should be now. And that Eretz Israel should be safe. And we should see the coming of Mashiach, and that we can all be there for each other together with our love of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Sending you lots of love. Bye.